My teaching superpower is having the knack of having every student feel special for having been in one of my classes. That's the goal that I set for myself right before each class begins. Make sure that everybody gets seen, make sure everybody feels special. That's what I set out to do, and I think I'm really good at it. So what I believe deep down inside is that everybody is their own expert. It's part of my job as a teacher to help access that inner wisdom that everyone has. I feel like in the 30-some years that I've been an educator, I've perfected that to a point where these days it's something that just happens very naturally. How I look at a student or the words that I choose, all of which comes from a sense of warmth and connection. So my superpower, helping people feel special. I've been a teacher a long time, and one of the things that I found over the years of being a teacher is that I prefer using the word facilitator. So my teaching style is really more of being a facilitator. By definition, a facilitator is someone who makes something easier for someone else. I like that idea. That means that my goals as a teacher, my teaching style is to make things easier for my students. And the way to go about that is to help show them what they're capable of. So in being a facilitator, I draw things out naturally from the students. I help them start from within and then move out. So that's my teaching style, help things happen. I'm passionate about what I teach because I feel like promoting social and emotional learning, helping students develop leadership skills, helping them feel good about themselves is a contribution to peace on earth. That's why I'm passionate about what I do. I feel like I'm making a big difference in the world. If a young person can feel a little bit better about themselves, can know themselves a little bit better, and then they go out into the world with that just greater self-confidence, that's contributing to a better world for all of us. So I am passionate about what I do because I feel like I'm making a difference one student at a time. It's like Johnny Appleseed planting seeds, and then all these apple trees, wonderful apple trees get to grow. That's why I'm passionate about what I teach. It makes a difference in the world. I have two main goals for my students, regardless of the activity that I'm facilitating or teaching on Outschool or anywhere else. Goal number one, I want students to recognize their own authenticity. That means I want them to know who they are, to respect their individuality, and to feel safe and comfortable enough to bring it forward in a group setting. Goal number two, I want them to recognize that they have a responsibility to contribute positively to the communities they belong to the groups they belong to. A class is a group, so I want them to recognize they have a role, a responsibility to play to help that class, that community work. When we do those two things, when we help students recognize their individuality and respect it, and at the same time, we help them understand they have a role to the success of any group they belong to, we are covering pretty much everything else. 3 words: friendly, supportive, genuine. I refer to participation in my classes on Outschool as being by invitation. And then I explain to the students that an invitation is something you can accept or you can turn down. In other words, I'm not looking to force them to contribute by speaking or really in any other way other than not being a distraction. So an invitation, when you accept it, is something that comes from the inside. And so if you accept one of my invitations in one of my classes, that means you're choosing to engage, you're choosing to participate. And so I want to create the conditions by which students want to accept invitations rather than just respond externally to something that I may ask them that they then feel that they're required to say. So much of what I do is really building from the inside out, and an invitation helps students feel comfortable to do that.